Incorrect. Hi. Hi. Oh, I'm here. Hi, it's me for real. Okay, we do not usually use this this scene, so I'm gonna turn the music down. We might rebalance things. Here's Mort's Enclosure. We're gonna fix it up today. Hi, Morty. I don't know if you can see him over here. He's I move the microphone actually closer to my face. Hey, buddy. You're fine, dude. Chill. But hi, how are you? Nice to see ya. Here's Morty. He's upset. So let me... We're gonna completely gut this today and completely redo it because I need to do this anyway and I didn't have time to do this and stream. So, voila. We're doing double duty here. This is gonna open right into the camera, I now see. Hold on a second. Hold on, you're gonna go for a ride, excuse me. Yeah. There you go. Sorry. Oh hey, now you're holding the door open for me, so thank you. Hero, nice to see ya! How you doing? So yeah, I figured you would want some music, but I don't know if it's too loud or whatever. Let me know. Alright, Mort camera, going on the floor. And Mort, sadly, himself, has to go in a bag. Because, he can't stay in here while I'm doing all this, so. You broke your tree, Morty, look at this. The bottom of it. It's supposed to, like, go in here, like this lovely little tree, but he kind of broke it. That's okay. You won't be able to tell as soon as I put it back together. Now, we have some choices today. We can... I need to put a mask on. We gotta think about what we want this to look like. It's summertime. We want it to be a little flowery, maybe. Maybe a little stony. We got lots of options. So I am going to go... Sorry, Goof. I startled Goof. He's right next to Morty. I'm gonna go get a mask, some gloves, and a bag for Mort. Or maybe like a bin. He doesn't necessarily... Well, he would feel more comfortable in the bag. So enjoy the music in the meantime. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Probably not even that much. What did I say I needed? I have gloves now. What did I need? I got the trash. The bag for Morty I need. What was the other thing? I don't know. Okay, I'm here again. We've acquired bag for Mort. Mort, I don't think, is going to be very happy about this arrangement. Sorry, buddy. I know. It's scary. Gonna make the floor dirty anyway, so I don't really care if I shake it off. Come here, dude. Oh, my mask. That was the other thing. Alright, I'll go get that. I'll be right back. Voila, okay. I need the mask because it doesn't bother them to be on the dirt, but if I'm gonna be stirring all of it up, you know, it's dusty. Okay. Time to go, Morty. Well, we can take Bort first. Bort's still chilling. He's been here the whole time. Ever since... Is that like 2022? 2021? I don't know when Bort first arrived. The king himself. Here he is. He goes in the bag now. Morty, what are you talking about? Sounds pretty long. Hey Shade, nice to see ya. How you doing? Uh-oh. I didn't actually open Mort's bag before I put it up here. Here you go. Mort's in a bag now. Here's his tail. There we go. Okay. Mort is successfully tucked in a bag. I think it was 21, was it really? Moxie, leave Mort alone. He can be in his bag in peace. Okay. Take these random pieces. We might throw these back in because they're just little like leaves and stuff. We have many Morty scales embedded in this. I don't really want to use the same decorations twice. Here's his water bowl. So we gotta think of something creative. This is bridge a second time easy. Not because he doesn't like it, but just because it's good for their brains to have new things, you know. Time is fake, for real. I was just talking to Husbando about... I got a reminder for some kind of dessert or something. Like a picture that I took of a dessert that we had eaten together, and I was like, oh yeah, we should go back to that place. And then I thought, and I was like, that was like 10 years ago. I don't even know if it's there anymore. Like if the business still exists. Which is just utterly ridiculous. So, let's see. I'm gonna take this. I forgot that I zip-tied this to the ceiling. I'll be right back. Of course, it would appear that our house has no scissors, even though we have 3. Okay. Okay. Zip ties are great for keeping things where you want them. Not so great once you have to take them back down. So, you can't really see over here. I'm going to take this out in a second. It's like a little hill thing. So, this, of course I just moved you over there. So now I have to move you back. And you're falling out of your holder. There. This has to stay exactly where it is and exactly as it's set up. This is exactly the correct height for Mort to get the temperature he needs. But everything else can go. So I kind of want to maybe back here build like a brick palace kind of thing, but the problem is bricks are a little bit bigger than you think they are. So we'll see what we can do. For now, over here, in this neck of the woods, you'll see that this is all brick. So we kind of already had a brick palace. I turned it into a hill with fake grass. So I want to keep the bricks. Oh, there's a giant spider in there. Cool. Can you see it? Oh, I think you can see it. There he goes. Morty, you're not making any sense. He's discombobulated because I stuck him in the bag. So first things first. Before we can do any kind of decoration, also let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. It's mostly for my own edification. I'm sure it'll get copyright struck and then it'll get muted, but whatever. Because I want to work to music. First things first, we can't do anything until I get the substrate out. Also, I'm putting gloves on at the moment, if you're wondering why I'm just standing here. I'm gonna spin the camera, because Goof is extremely interested in what we are doing. You see him sticking out of his little log there? He's just kind of hanging out. Just chatting to Mort to keep him company in the bag. According to him, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to him, so I'm sure he would appreciate that. I'm gonna use these bricks again in a second, so for now I'm just a disembodied hand. I am here though. I'm here. I'm sure it was difficult to parse which part was my face, given that I'm just nothing but rainbows. My mask, my hair. Okay. Left-hand side. This isn't as deep as it looks because there's a plate. Oh! Hold on. Get him. Whoopsie. In my gloved hands, but there are a bunch of darkling beetles in here that I wanted to show you. Hey, Ouija, nice to see you. How you doing? The mask reminds me, how did the family meeting go? It was your stereotypical, like, I didn't know anybody. Osvaldo went there to say hi to his, like, immediate family, like his parents. And then, like, one other person, and there were, like, 40 people there. And the rest of it was just your stereotypical, like, hi, oh, wow, nice to meet you, person whose name I forgot the moment you told it to me. Okay, bye! You know, just that. But the majority of people only went and spoke to him and didn't bother to talk to me, so kind of a success. Insert Sable wearing a hat here. Hi, Dragon Sage. Nice to see you. I don't remember the last time I wore a hat, if I'm being honest. I like to do this side first, because this, plate here has, like, not a heating mat, because I don't want to make people think that I use those, because you shouldn't use those. It has a temperature-controlled, like, thin film electrical thing that does heat the slate a little bit through convection. But I hate the feeling of dirt scraping across it with my fingers, so I do it first because it gives me the heaves. Thanks for the lizard treats. Mort is currently in a lunchbox, so he is the treat. Do I see a bug? Yeah, it was all the darkling beetles I was trying to catch. Darkling beetles come from mealworms. They're what mealworms turn into. Mort doesn't eat mealworms, but he got these darkling beetles as part of, like, cleanup crew. Also called Cuck. His Cuck are mostly beetles because he can't support, like, springtails, which require really moist soil. That's too moist for him. Okay, it's fine if some of this stays. I don't know if you can see the giant spider web back here. That also stays. We don't destroy our spider friends in lizard enclosures because they can help stop, like, gnats. If you start to get gnats in the substrate, they will just eat them. Which leads to, like, a horrifying background, excuse me, Spoder, for things like Gladio's enclosure. The ceiling is just nothing but gigantic spider webs. And it's creepy to look at, but you don't have no gnats, so... Ambience too, yeah, it's perfect for Halloween. So yeah, not all this stuff has to come out. But we're gonna take a lot of it out. The two, if you're curious, this leads to a temperature probe, which is sitting between, I talked about the thermal conductive, or convective heating thing under there. It sits between that and the slate so that it doesn't overheat. It takes the temperature. And this is just the plug for the same thing. Y'all ever played this game? If you've played this game, you automatically know what song this is. We're 100% gonna get muted in the VOD, but I don't care. I'm contemplating a solution here. So down below, like right here, you can't see it, is Moxie's crate. She sits underneath Mort. I'm contemplating a solution for not getting dirt in her crate every time I lift like a handful of this out of here and into the trash. Maybe I'll just go get a towel. Give me a second. Enjoy the Persona 5 in the meantime. Star, wow, it's been a while. How you been? Where's the Zard? He's in a lunchbox on the floor. Okay. I have now got a lovely Smithsonian Panda Bear towel that we can use. You're eating the Zard for lunch? He is such a snack. We knew it was coming. There, that should be better. I know you can't see anything I just did, but I put the towel down so we don't get things dirty. So yeah, this whole playlist is, I think it's public on my channel, but I think it's called something like Important Video Game Music, which is just Husbando and I, whenever we play a game that we consider to be like really, really good, we choose one or two songs from it and put it on that playlist. Games that have like profoundly changed like the way we think about video games or had some kind of impact on us, you know. Persona 5 was one such game. Haven't played Persona 3 yet. We have it now, but we haven't played it. We did Shin Megami Tensei 5, or Vengeance or whatever, last year. Didn't like it as much as Persona. it's fine if a lot of... I know you actually can't see what I'm doing. There you go. But you can see all this dust. That's why I have a mask on. This dust doesn't happen when it's in here, because somebody's not going through, like, a foot-tall pile of dirt, but... we can keep most of the actual, like, grainy dirt, but the mulch needs to go and be replaced. Would it work to give these to Goof? Sure. We can do that. It's pronounced Goff, but we all just call him Goof, so... So thank you for the upgrade. It's Snackos. I want to think, because I could give him waxworms, which are like the ultimate leopard gecko snack. Problem is, they get, like, waxworms are literally like crack to them, so sometimes they eat them and then they're just like, nah, this is just all I'm eating for the rest of my life. So I might try something a little less addictive. Maybe like phoenix worms. Ooh, I bet he would like hornworms. Hornworms, if people redeem upgraded Snackos for Mort, he usually gets hornworms. Hornworms are the blue ones. They're also called tomato worms. They're gummy worms. So we'll get this substrate out. Depending on what we want to do next, we might do decorations or substrate first. Which is why we kind of got to have a plan. Because if we're going to build stuff out of mostly brick, we want to put the brick down first. Because it's harder to, like, dig brick down into mulch than it is to pour mulch on top of it. I kind of want to see what we can build with brick. Which Fire Emblem is this? That's a great question. I think it's just an orchestral arrangement of the Fire Emblem theme, because we like so many of the Fire Emblems. Knowing me and Husbando, though, it's based off of either Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn. Because I would argue those are the best ones. They're kind of iconic, at least. But they're our favorites. Those are the ones with Soren and Ike and the... Boy, I don't remember what they're called. The animal people? They have like a name. That sounds kind of like obvious. Yeah, the Lagoos, that's right. You're right. Yeah, we just replayed through those kind of recently-ish. Recently as within the last 3 years, I think. And we did, because it's Husbando, of course. So we always do it on like as hard as a difficulty as he can pick. And I seem to recall that Path of Radiance, which is the first one, I think. Really? Lawnmowers outside my window. Cool. That one got pretty easy. I think it was hard at the beginning, but then once you level up your people, it's, you know, it becomes trivial. Path of Radiance, or no, Radiant Dawn, the one with Micaiah. Oh my god, that was hard. Like, her mission specifically. I mean, I remember having to do some maps, you know, 20, 30 times, and just getting real lucky, and oh, it was hard. We did it, but... This piece of music is also kind of iconic for people who have played the game. A different game, it's not Fire Emblem. Okay. We've gotten all the yuckies out. This dirt is good to have in here. But still got some of, like, the cleanup crew and stuff. We don't really want to get rid of that too much. So, now we have to decide what we're actually going to do. I have to painstakingly get my gloves off real quick. I want to do brick. I think I'm basically locked into doing something with bricks. That's not what we just did, which is build that little hill and then put grass on it. Because we just took that out. I want it to be something different. The other thing to think about is, like, theme. Because we're pretty decently into summer. So if we do a summer theme, it'll kind of be outdated sort of soon. But it feels a little too early to put pumpkins. The other thing is, Mort has been using this log for a while. We might swap in for his stone hut. The logs are kind of maybe more autumn anyway, and it would give him something new. It can make him harder to see on stream, but I mean, it is what it is. We do also, when we build these, we keep stream in mind. All of these lizard enclosures are built, or all of the variations of Mort's enclosure, are built with stream in mind, to give him minimal opportunities to hide where we can't see him at all. So we'll have to think about that. For now, I'm gonna go grab his rock hide and a couple more bricks. Enjoy the music, which I can't currently hear to know what it is, but I think I can guess. Okay, so we've got this, which is the stone hut that he really likes. I also noticed we have this big stick. It is not too big to fit in his enclosure, I don't think. I guess it kind of makes our decision for us if it won't fit. Not it fits. But next question is basically, like, does it do anything if we put it in there? Because Mort doesn't climb. So, like, maybe we could use the stick to hang other things off of, but it doesn't seem especially, like, enriching for him. So we'll keep it around, I guess, in case we need it for something cool. We got bricks. I've got a little birdhouse thing with a hole in it, but it rolls around. So it's kind of hard to keep him from just finding a place behind it to stay in. Let me go get some more stuff. I'll show you what I have, and then we can make a plan. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. This is actually a wine rack, but it's got multiple layers, so he could just climb up into that. I just got this random stump, which is always fine to just kind of throw at a corner somewhere. I have a big... It's been on stream before. He has like a fake stone dragon wall thing, which is kind of funny. But it's also pretty big, and if I want to build something with bricks, I don't think we're going to have enough room for him to actually like wander around. All we would be doing is decreasing the footprint of his enclosure without giving him any like space to do anything with it. So, what if alright, we take the branch out for now. This wine rack is meant to be in a corner, so maybe we plan to have that over there. And we want a way for him to get up to it so he can sit on it if he wants. Because technically the space between here and here is small enough that he could just like get up onto it if he really wanted to. But we want to like incentivize him to get up onto it. We want to make exercise and enrichment as easy as possible. So I wonder if maybe like doing that, it would give him a clear shot for being in stream. The rock helps to hold down the wine rack, and it gives him a little ramp to get up there. Let me think. Because then the brick thing could be like over here. Which maybe we should work on the brick thing. Because the other thing is these things stick out really far forward, but underneath here and in here he can actually go. So even though they take up a forward footprint, it doesn't interfere with his ability to use all of the square footage of his house. Which is useful. So let's build some kind of brick thing. I want him to be able to climb it, but I don't want him to be able... It's even okay if he falls from it a little bit. Look at that little house. He loves that thing. We thought it was going to be too small for him, but he just adores it. Does he normally sleep in there? Yes, he will sleep in there for days if you let him. So over... I'm going to take attention away from what we were working on for a second. Over here, this and this are both, like, this thing sticks out further than the rocks underneath it. So it makes like a little L-shaped divot, like you can see. Like I can put another brick under there. So I'm wondering if we could build him like a little palace or something, using that as some of the existing walls. I love being creative like this. Because if we like... You know, if we built walls like that, he would have a place to go inside and hide. And if the camera was right here, we'd still be able to see him. This is very intense music for building. Oh, here, buddy. Come here. Oh, he fell again. I just want to show you a darkling beetle. So, we could also... If we continue to build our little palace here, this is also big enough for him to go inside. But I'm wondering, it's wider this way than it is this way. So I wonder if maybe we should sacrifice the ability to go in there. Instead, make some kind of like a little wall or something. I'm braining at the moment. What if we... It would really be no sense to have a brick there because there's already a wall there, so why bother? Could make it wider in there. I know you can't really see what I'm doing now because it's all behind this. Boater, you see this guy? Look at this guy. You not? Because now we could, like, cover the top of this and make... I want to show you, like, what I'm doing, but you can't see. Berg! There's a hole here now. So we could, like, cover the top of it with... I know, you're, like, right where you can't see it. It's just one little Mort Bay garage is good. Because the problem with this... Let me show you. If we try to do something... Like, this is where a lot of more, like, newbie reptile owners kind of make mistakes. If we try to do something like that... To make a... This really is intense music for building, isn't it? This is a really good song, but maybe we should... Maybe we should switch to the next, less intense song. Here you go. There you go. No, keep it. There you go. If we put this like this, there's a risk that Mort will come out, and whether because there's substrate in the way or whatever, he'll push this. And then, all of a sudden, that becomes a problem, right? That brick just falls. So, we don't want to put Mort in danger. So maybe, yeah, maybe just having the one Mort Bay, one parking dock is sufficient. So then the next problem is going to be, for this one, if he goes in here, right now, since he turns around, he's just going to be able to push this and knock it over. So we need something here. You can't see where I'm pointing. Yoink. Nope, 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 nope. You gotta love my janky little setup, huh? Brrr. There we go. We gotta put something here to stop it from moving. So... brick is too big. That does not give Mort enough space. So, we need something else. How about this? Works well enough. I don't really want to give him this again. I want to encourage him to do something else. So having that just in the same spot isn't really... Greenery will end up putting like here to seal this gap so he feels more comfortable. Otherwise it's still going to be kind of bright in there. Other alternatives. I'm just debating whether I want this on its side because it's kind of textured and fun for him to climb. But if he was going to climb it, he would climb it this way just the same. The other thing is that this has, you can see it's got this little nugget. We can actually use that if we want the brick to be a little bit further in. That provides just like a little more space. Big enough for a Mort. Should be. Should be big enough for a Mort. And then what are we doing with this? The other alternative, I suppose, that I'm now just thinking of, is we just keep building over here. We continue to build like a little rock palace. I like the stump. Okay, yeah, it was chocobos. We love chocobos. So we could keep like building here and give him like another, that's too thick. I think we stick with the stump like you said. Stump it. Got it. The brick is still a little bit movie. So the next thing to do is something that you won't actually be able to see. You got to put something in here just to stop it from moving like that into the space. Something that Mort's just going to be able to climb over. Sorry, Mort. Go back in there now. What do we have that is roughly the appropriate length? Alternatively, we stick another brick in here. It makes it smaller. I'm pretty sure he could still get in there and turn around. I think. This is kind of, you'd have to see if he could turn around, because that would stop it from going in. It would be really tight. He might like it. I think maybe we'll leave it like that. Now it really is like a Mort parking garage. Hey Chris, nice to see ya. How you doing? So what next? Let's assume that Mort can use his parking garage. Oh, but wait. Different idea. What if bigger parking garage? We'd have to cover the top again, and we'd have to do it with something safe. So let me think. Because then the stump is like here. Does that do anything? I'll have to think about it. Because if Mort could get in there and just fully spin around, I think he would really like that. Insert Mort driving a boat. We need... While you enjoy this, anybody in chat can guess what song this is, I will be a little more impressed. Let me go see what I have that could maybe fulfill our need here. I'll be right back. Only thing I could maybe think of. It does sound familiar. It has that energy. You're right, Dragon Sage. It's Monster Hunter. It's Shigaru Magala. Final Fantasy IV, also a good guess. This was the only thing I could think of that maybe had... I don't have anything flat. So if we do like this, cover it up, it's kind of unsightly. So I don't necessarily like. And maybe we can turn it in a different way so that it's not. Okay, the problem with that is then it blocks off the entire thing that I'm trying to open up for Mort. That sticks out too far. We can't do that. Monster Hunter, which one? I don't remember if it was the 4U version or the Generations version. One of those. Been making me pay more attention to the music I hear. Video game music is like some of my favorite stuff to engage with. I don't know that this strategy is going to work. The next option is going to be covering it. Hero, I think, suggested it earlier with just like foliage type stuff, which can work. It would give the additional benefit of Mort being able to go right from here up to his basking spot if he wanted, because there's nothing blocking him technically. So maybe we'll try that. I would like something else here in the middle, like this big open spot. Left Hands, nice to see ya. Thank you for the resub. How you been? Appreciate you. All hail lizards. Let's think here. Well, now I guess a question we can revisit is, do we care about this big stick? There's a couple ways we might be able to get the stick in here. I don't know if we have space in this direction. I mean, it's kind of interesting, I guess, but mostly it's just going to be blocking the view of the camera, I think. And it doesn't do much. When you do enough lizard enclosures, you get really good at finagling branches in and out of boxes. I don't think we really need this, is going to be my suggestion. I have this song on vinyl. It's like one of the best for sure. This from the music dance game. The previous one was, that was from Castlevania. But yeah, it was like the dance version, or not the dance version, the like Guitar Hero kind of version. I don't think it was Guitar Hero, but it was similar, you know? The other thing is we don't want Mort to be pushing this over like that. So I think find something kind of like this tree that fits back in here. This is a cube, so it won't, not particularly smaller on one side than the other. So I'll have to find something that does that. Have like these, I think this is also too big, but things like this I had as centerpieces in my wedding, and yeah, that one's too big, but we do have things like that to jam in that corner. But yeah, I want something here that he can engage with. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be bad to have this as some kind of centerpiece that he could climb over, and it would be kind of, you know, funky. A weird shape is always interesting. I don't know if it's, well, maybe like this. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's, is that weird enough for him? Might be a little too pokey for his big tummy. Let's keep thinking. Got a bunch of lizard stuff. 2018, right? We talked about it earlier. Time is fake. Alright, let me go dredge up some more items that I possess for the lizards, and we'll see what can go in this middle part to give him something else to do. I've got a tube Do we like tube? With space for him to get in and out, like on either side. Bury it a little bit, maybe in the substrate. I'm gonna go look for some more. Kind of tempted to just want to use something like this, but the problem with things like this, like if you lean it against the back wall and then he can climb, the problem with this is that this distance is bigger than the front part of his head, but smaller than his shoulders. So he could try to get in here and then get stuck, and we don't want that to happen. So let's not do that. Can't get this to hang anywhere, of course. Please? No? No? Okay. Alright. Maybe we go for the tube. Maybe we go for the tube and then we cover it up real nice. Have like tube like that. Mark can come out that side. He can't really come out this side so much. Over time he would just push it, so we might as well just do that for him. The tube's pretty alright, right? And then we'll cover it up and we'll make it nice with all the green stuff. Okay. Okay. I think this is pretty good. I think that this is a good skeleton. So now, let's see, we've got this. Goof noticed again that we're doing stuff. You see him peeking out of his little log. Hi, buddy. He and Mort are roommates. They were roommates. Sorry, you went on a little ride there. I think this is a good skeleton. Water bowl goes right here. We could use something in this corner. Let me show you. Going for a ride again. We could use something right here. But I don't want to use this. That would fit like perfectly right here. But I don't want to use it because he's so used to it. I want to give him something new to do. I have one more idea. Let me go get it. So we have this birdhouse thing. This. Which is fun, and he likes to go through it, but it like rolls so easily, so it basically never stays where you actually put it, you know? So I don't know. Do we wanna use this? Because the back of it could open into this other place. Into the bottom of the wine rack down here. So Casa, thank you for the lizard treats. How you been? Really like the music? Thank you. Not familiar with any of it? Hey, video game music is video game music, you know? It slaps. So yeah, But then if it leads through the back there, he can't get in through the front because it's up against the door. Mostly just gonna knock it over, I think. Okay, good song, but we've been on this franchise for a while, so let's Let's skip to another franchise. Enjoy your lunch, Sokasa! You know, now that you mention it, I don't think I have any Zelda. Oh yeah, I do. I was gonna say I don't think I have any Zelda on this playlist, but I do. Yeah, this is Hades' title theme. I have to have something else. I'm gonna keep, while you enjoy Hades, I'm gonna keep scrounging around for something that can go over here, because I don't think I like the bird feeder. Okay, I have this, but it's way too big. I have this, like, hut. You can't see it, you can't even see it because it's so big. But it could, like, go here. Sorry. If we take the tube out and move the tube over there, he still get to have his tube. Let me see. I have filled the tube now with dirt. Move the tube very briefly. Alright, that takes up like a huge portion of his enclosure. It's too big, unfortunately. See you later, Chris. Good to see ya. I wanna go to, let's see. We got like a 20-minute mix of Gwent music from The Witcher. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, let's do this. It's got a little intro at the beginning, but... Sad, no basket, yeah. I find something though. I think I liked it this way. Like this. I don't know how I feel about this log right here. There's something. I want something here. I'm gonna look again. I'll be back. Somebody tell me what this song is. I know this song. I have it on vinyl. You can do it. We also have this, which Mort does like. You can see it's got like little terraces at the top. So what if we have space for this here? I don't think we can close the door. Close. I'm gonna send you on a little journey here. Hi. Sorry. Let's see. No, okay, we can't close the door. Let's do it in a different way. Alright, I could close the door if it goes that way, then it's just weird. And if we do it this way, there's really no sense because then he can't get into it. Hi, I'm baffled. So next best option, I guess, is to give him his log. Un momento. There you go. Mucho sorry. I promise you won't be flying around forever. Final Fantasy VII? It is Final Fantasy VII. It is Rufus's theme when you have to, like, learn how to do, like, the gun twirling and stuff as Cloud. Rufus's, something March, I think it's called. I can't remember. This is just an orchestral cover of it from the original game. Alright, so Mort gets his little thing after all. He's gonna be so happy. Alright, so let's get some actual substrate in here. Alright, so substrate. For Mort, I use a mixture of dirt, which is already in here, and mulch. You can use multiple kinds of mulch. Cocoa is the most environmentally friendly. Woo! We're happy about this orchestra performance. Hey, this is the song that Husbando and I walked down the aisle together to. It was our wedding song. You always need more substrate than you think you do. I need to step in front of you un momento, por favor. Okay, so. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 technically, right? So, what I have done, I don't know if you could see, this is the front of one of Mort's hides. Can't really see this one, but I basically covered the front so that you can't see that there's a hole, because that will make Mort happy. It's good enrichment for him to be like, oh, I found this amazing place. I'm gonna make it a house now, you know? Alright. Our next and final step is flowers and leaves and stuff like that. So, here's what we got, basically. Water bowl's gonna go here, so that's fine. We want to mostly have this front area open. We need flowers to go over here to cover this top like we talked about, so Mort feels secure. Are we feeling... The main question I have, chat, are we feeling flowers, like colorful, or are we feeling green? Just like rich green leaves and things like that. Because it is summer, kind of past flower season, but flowers are obviously more colorful. Also, let me pick whatever song is next. Let's see. Oh, next song slaps, yo. Next song is the song that the, all of the wedding party walked into. I'm gonna start putting some, hey, Chassis, nice to see you. I'm gonna start putting some of these things away real quick. Be right back. Enjoy the music. Somebody tell me what it is. I was also thinking leaves as well. I think so too. Let's do leaves. You are correct. It is DuckTales. Mort. Mort has no opinion, apparently. Come on, Mort. Good job. Thanks, buddy. That's really helpful. Thank you. Yes, it is the moon theme. You are correct. So yeah, we walked down the aisle together because I didn't want to walk by myself. To Final Fantasy, and then before that, the wedding party walked to DuckTales. Okay, now I have an entire person-sized tote of green things, so we're gonna pick. Let's also see what song is next. Oh, here we got some. Well, I won't tell you. You tell me. I know this one too, dang it. You can get it, I believe. Hold on, I'm getting the leaves unstuck. Okay, so if we're just looking at leaves, here are your choices. We got these, like, green and yellowish ones. We've got ones that look like, you know, just like the kind of vines that grow on fences and stuff. So we've got those. Well, that motif should give it away if you haven't gotten the... yeah, there you go. You got it. It's Cass. Bird Bard theme. Yep. Is correct. Okay, yo, if anybody gets this one... I gotta think of some kind of good reward. If anybody gets this one, you get something really cool. Also, we've got these, which are just kind of... I don't know, they got like these little white buds on them. So we got that. That's option number 3. We've got these denser packed green ones. got bigger leaves with like white patterns. That's basically what we got to choose from. Yes, his name is totally Cass. So, I think I want to use this one just because it's tiny and we can put it somewhere easy. In fact, this one even has a little sticky. Let me see if I can get it to stick. Maybe I can. Look at all them leaves! Yellow, green, or the ivy. Like this ivy, the... Hold on. This one that looks like the one that grows on fences. I'm gonna wash this off real quick, see if I can get this to stick. It'll stick, but I don't think I want it where I just put it, which you couldn't really see. Are they all fake leaves? Yes. Mort lives in an environment where it's kind of hard for me to grow the plants that would grow naturally. Oh. My alarm's going off. Dismiss. Go away. Nobody got that song. That was Legend of Dragoon. I'm so surprised nobody got it. Ah, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use this one then. This one kind of goes a little bit of everywhere. But it all comes from the same spot. It's not like a garland. So maybe... we can have it kind of all bunched up in this corner and then like creeping downward. Because it's not a wreath, we can't just like put it, or a garland, we can't just like put it on the ground. I've lurked enough to recognize the tune, but not enough to know the game. Well, let me see. I think executive decision from me. We need, well, we need one more. One more, like, grassy thing. Do we want the thick boy? Or do we want the, like, thin leafy boy? Thick or thin is the question. The thing that I stuck up there already fell down. Because I'm going to use this where I usually put his colorful plant. I'll throw that in right now, in fact. Thin, we say? Okay. I really would like this to stay. We'll see. Okay, so thin. Here's where stream comes in. I have to think about how to do this in a way that will not obscure what's happening on stream. She's on camera. Which means, for example, I stuck this down in here to lift it up from the front of this hide so we can see his face when he's in there. And technically, we'll be able to see him if he's up here as well. But I doubt that he'll be up there. In fact, I wonder... Now it serves the same purpose, but we've even got a little viewport in here. Alright. Then his water bowl goes here. And I need something for right here, because we were going to cover that up, but... Near, you're correct! You did it! You are correct. Congratulations, you win no prizes but pride. What else we got? Ooh, I really like this one. The sad thing is, Goof has exactly the green piece that I need, but I'm not going to steal it from him. Okay, how about this? Anybody know what this is from? I'm gonna wash this real quick while you contemplate. There. I added just a little bit of green over here, just to help cover this place, make Mort feel a little bit more comfortable. Sounds like Monster Hunter? We're past the Monster Hunter. Now let me see real quick. Get a little bit of water in there for him. And then we'll get these little leaf pieces and stuff like I talked about. Give it a little more interest. Nothing rings a bell. This is Octopath Traveler 2. I will also be impressed if you can get this one. One day. I found it fun. Let's see if anybody can get this one. This one is, you're really digging deep here. There, I added some more bulk to that, helped to cover it up a little bit more. I want something. I cannot articulate what I want. I have Octopath 1 on vinyl. Both series have really good composers. There. That gives a little more green coming out the front without obscuring really anywhere that Mort could be. He's gonna destroy this, make no mistake, but I want to live in this enclosure, not gonna lie. We're done! We did it! So we can reintroduce Mort. But I spent an hour and a half on this, so we're not gonna get to do longish on stream. I'll just do it today or tomorrow. But I think we did a good job together. Will he be excited? Well, we're gonna put him back in. Pokemon vibes almost. This is a game called The Cruel King and the Great Hero, which is like baby's first RPG, which was perfect for me because it was very clear cut. It was like, okay, I got a weapon. This is better than the one I got before because it just is, you know? The music was really cute. The animation was really cute. Honestly, the story was really cute. Can't recommend it enough. It has a wonderful lizard character. You should go play it. I don't know about the other one. They made some other one that's similar. And I haven't played it. Alright, while we put Mort back in, we're gonna do one more song, and we'll see if you recognize it. Here we go. When did this game come out? That's a great question that I don't have an answer to. March 2022, apparently. You'll learn something new every day. Alright, here we go. We're gonna put Mort back home. I guess before I do, you're going on a ride. Whee! Okay. So here we go. This is what we have built. This is the cool side. And then we gotta get you past the middle here. And this is the warm side. Mort's got his little bunker over here, but now it's covered with green. So he should feel a little bit more confident using it. Bort is back here. I feel like we should find a new place for him. Also, there's Mort in his lunchbox. Let me put you back up here in your holder. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, okay. Messenger, yep. You got it, it's the Messenger. This is, Glacial Peak, I think? Arise, Morty! The king is here. Okay. Where do you want to go, child? Let's put you here. Where are we going, buddy? We are going inside our little, hideaway over here. Crouching Morty, hidden Bort. Yeah, we gotta find a better place for Bort. Where can Bort go? Like, we can temporarily put Bort. You can't see him. I put him right where you can't see him, on top of this log. But he ain't gonna stay there. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Bort, you can kind of see him here. Where is he? Here he is. It's now his job to make sure that this brick doesn't fall. He's serving a very vital role. What a brave man. Excellent, yeah. He's literally, I don't know if you could see. I guess you can't. Like literally, this is his hand holding up this brick. So, he's just standing here. Like Atlas holding the world on his shoulders. How's it going, Mort? You like it? Is that good for you, buddy? I think he likes it. Well, thanks for helping me design it and listening to music with me. A working man, yep. Perfect. I think that Mort will really enjoy this, and it will stay like this for approximately 45 minutes until he destroys all of it. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for hanging out. I'm not gonna be here on Thursday. I mistakenly last week forgot that we have the friend that I talk about sometimes who comes over and we watch movies and play games. He's gonna be here because, get this, in their hometown, the entire town is shutting down for 4 days to have a baby food festival. So, that's a thing that is apparently very important. Request a game? What you got? Thank you. And I haven't forgotten about the special treats for Goofer either. I'll see about getting some hornworms. Sometimes it takes a little while to get some hornworms because they have to be at like just the right size. And they grow to be absolutely gargantuan, so. Rain World. Oh boy, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. Rain World is hard. I've played like 30 minutes of it. So I have it. I do possess it. I will do my best. I've got a plan B. Well, would you prefer that I play Rain World, even though I have technically played it before, not through to the end? Or would you prefer your plan B? Whatever it is. Is the entire town full of babies? I think what's happening is it's like one of the main locations for Gerber baby food. I think is how that works. And why that happens. So, I don't know. Hi, Morty. Hold on a second. You want a treat, buddy? I think that both Sokasa and Dragon Sage did a treat today. Here. Oh, why are you being scared? Come here. Morty. Morty. Mister. Oh, you're being a big baby. Crypt of the Necrodancer. I have not played that one. I've heard very good things about it. But if I'm being honest, I don't even know what game it is. Which is impressive because it makes it into a lot of speedrun marathons, I think. He'll come out in a second. I was trying to find the tongs. Hi, Morty. Because I don't think that my fingers was what he disliked. Here. One. Loading. Changed our mind. He's in a new place. Give him a little bit and he'll eat his treats. Alright, that's my request then. Okay. Alright, so I have Alu's game request, Chevil's, and Crypt of the Necrodancer. Chevil's is gonna come closer to Halloween, because it's more of a Halloween kind of game. Alu's I finally got working, so we're gonna do that next week. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to figure out where to play Crypt of the Necrodancer. And we'll get that sorted. Morty is still back here. He loves this. And so stream camera goes right here, and then it can see him no matter which of these places he chooses to go. Dang, it was on sale during the Summerfest? Oh well. Is it on consoles? Yeah, most major consoles? Okay. Because I prefer to play things on consoles when I can. Hi again, Marty. Hi, Mongus. It's Morton time. Hey, buddy. I also play Hyrule Dancer as well? What is that? I'm trying not to move too much so that Mort notices those treats. But yeah, as long as it's like a game that works well enough with controller, I prefer to play things on console. I've always been a console gamer. I mean, he loves it in there already. Oh. Oh, buddy. Is that your treats? It's treats, buddy. Not yet? Not warm enough? Cadence of Hyrule's only on Nintendo consoles? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Because Nintendo, yeah, exactly. Morty, you don't have to eat those right now. That's okay if you want them to warm up a little bit. Yeah? He's just staring at me and huffing. Anyway, so I'm not going to be here on Thursday, was my point with the whole baby food festival thing. So we're going to have to find somebody else to recommend for that day. If anybody knows any of their friends who are streaming at 11 a.m. on Thursday, let me know. As for who's streaming now, let's see. I'm going to touch the microphone real quick. I'm sorry. Okay. Wanted to move it back. Let's see who's streaming. What's streaming? Maybe we'll go there. We just raided into Hypno. And GDQ is already doing a replay, so yeah, get into Mutt. At least I think. I guess let me check real quick. I've been notorious for raiding into people who are ending these last couple times. Mutt has been streaming for 14 minutes, so we're fine. Doing Final Fantasy VII speedrun. At that. We listened to some Final Fantasy earlier today. Perfection. Mort is thinking about his treats. I promise he will. You know, he has this entire new house that he's much more interested in right now. Gonna be all over this. Thanks for the stream, that was fun. Thanks for participating, everybody. It's always nice to build an enclosure, like, with people, you know, with their input. So, I wish that I could show you Morty just wandering around for the next 2 hours, exploring his place, but that would be a much longer stream than I have time for. I do kind of just want to watch him for a minute, though. This was wonderful. I love doing this. Like, if I could do this, making reptile enclosures and talking about it for a living, I would do that in a heartbeat. I would love to like work at a zoo, building their reptile enclosures. Mort's doing like big, long tongue flicks, which shows that he's exploring. Now he's trying to figure out what's happening around him now that he's in allegedly Everything smells new, so he's gonna have to check every inch of his enclosure. So say hi to Mutt when you get over there. Wish him good luck on the Final Fantasy. Stay safe, everybody. I will see you later. Bye!